Hey there, guys. So I'm Alex, and today I'm going to be doing some stand-up for you. Um, this is for my class today, so please don't hate on me. Don't worry, these jokes are pretty good. I only wrote them last night. They seemed to work out last night, so here it is. So just tell you about a little about myself. I was actually originally born in Russia, um, adopted by two white American people. Um, I lived there for about 8 to 9 years. Um, and well, it's kind of hard to say, the oppression usually gets to you and you kind of have a hard time remembering. Yeah, that Stalin indoctrination kind of does that to you. Um, let's see, people always ask me, they're like, Alex, that's really cool, that's really unique. A lot of people don't have the type of experience where they're born from another country and they have more kind of exploitation to a different culture. They're like, isn't just being from Russia really cool? And I'm usually like, yeah, I guess if you're not gay and if you don't really like freedom of speech and you're okay with having like an authoritarian oligarch, having hard on for war and the military. I guess it's pretty cool, but depends on your interpretation. Um, yeah, so any of you guys like Nirvana? Yeah, I think they're pretty alright band. They're pretty cool. Um, Lately, I've been watching some documentaries. There are some people who on the band, and there are some people who think that Courtney Love, Kurt Cobain's um, former wife, yeah, killed him or had him or hired at least some person to kill Kurt Cobain and stage it like a suicide. And I mean, like, that's all well and good, and that's like a nice theory, but I got another one in mind. Maybe, just maybe, the drummer of Nirvana, who became the singer of Foo Fighters, Dave, Dave Grohl, he, it's plausible. I don't know. He uses the whole "I'm the nicest guy in rock" routine, but everybody always knows. Usually, if you're the nicest guy, you're up to no good. Like, have you ever seen any crime show? It's always the nice guy who goes to the police or the feds who tries to help out, and he ends up being the culprit and the bad guy and the mastermind behind like the victims. So I'm just saying. Um, Abortion is a pretty tough subject to talk about. I know there's some people are at a standstill, whether they're pro-life or pro-choice, and you got different companies trying to pick a side, and you got advertisements going on regarding it. But personally, I I gotta say I'm probably pro-abortion. I mean, when you think about it, if you're playing devil's advocate here, that's the fastest ticket to heaven right there. You don't gotta live like 60, 80 years worrying about sinning and then having to go to confession and making sure you have a good life. It's just a straight ticket to heaven right there. Um, it seems like down the south now, women are getting like ridiculous sentences for having abortions. Some are getting uh, 30 to 100 plus years in prison for just having an abortion. I know certain even like doctors are getting 15 to like 25 years just for performing the surgery itself, um, the abortion itself, um, which is kind of weird. But there are even crazier um, scenarios uh, where women are actually given the death penalty because of getting an abortion, and it's like, oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. You know, being you're pro-life, but hey, you try to kill an embryo, yeet, you're gone, you're out of here. I guess the 1950s are trending back again.